Hi everyone, welcome to this general reading. March has 5 weeks, so I'm doing something that I hope is fun. Today I'm going to do a Goddess Circle Tarot spread, which is an 8-card spread that gives a snapshot of life right now at this moment. And to start it off, I did choose a card from the Tarot of the Divine, which is inspired by deities, folklore, and fairy tales from around the world. And I'm a big believer in using myth and fairy tale as a tool of personal growth. I pre-shuffled in case a myth came up that I didn't know and I needed to research, but the card that came up today, I'm sure most of us are very aware of it, which is the Pheonix. This is the King of Wands, and the Pheonix most notably represents resurrection, a process of birth, death, and rebirth. So that kind of gives us just a general overview already of what's happening in this moment in life. And if that already resonates with you, then please keep watching and we'll see what else we can find. Okay, can I get a Goddess Circle spread for the Pheonix, please? A Goddess Circle spread for the Pheonix. Oh, okie dokie. So the first card is gifts and talents that you offer the world. And we get 6 of Wands. Inspiring others with your story, sharing your trials, tribulations, and victories. I think this is becoming more and more an acceptable pathway. But it takes vulnerability, it takes courage, and it takes the knowledge that not everyone is going to be happy for us or support us. So in order to offer this to the world, you have to know that when you put yourself into the public, you open yourself up to good and bad feedback. But going into it with your eyes open in that way prepares you for the challenges that might come up. The second card is ways you can support your gifts, and we have the 9 of Cups. Being optimistic, focusing on your success. This came up, I think, in a water sign reading, the saying, and I don't know it exactly, but one day you're going to wake up and realize that the life you're living is one that you have been praying for. Focus on all the ways that your wishes have already been granted, the growth that you have already achieved, and take satisfaction in the work that you've already done. In life, we often don't celebrate our victories. We just move on immediately to the next task, the next trial, the next tribulation. But take time to indulge in satisfaction. Okay, people who surround you right now. The Lovers. This could be a literal romantic partner, or it could be just kindred spirits, like a coven, if you're witchy, friends, soul friends. Excellent, that's beautiful. Okay, ways others encourage and support you. We get the 10 of Cups. So, Ten of Cups, harmony, devotion, gratitude. I truly believe that when we share our stories, and that's kind of what I'm reading this as, is sharing your experiences, it's a way to show other people that they're not alone in the world, that their experiences are relatable and that they can relate to others. And I think that's that gratitude energy coming in here is, and when we think of Ten of Cups, it's kind of what we hope to achieve with the Ace of Cups, what we hope to achieve with like a love connection. It gives people hope. Like maybe you're at the end of your journey and you share from the beginning, and somebody who's now at the beginning of their journey can see the end. And that's a mutual feedback loop of you encouraging others and then them encouraging you to continue doing what you're doing. Opportunities of the moment. 10 of Swords. Okay, let's keep in mind that we did pull in the Pheonix as the overall card. So I think the opportunity of the moment is rebirth. The Phoenix dies by going up in flames. That's a really intense, painful death. There's no way around that. However, how we react to that, that's the opportunity. Taking a pause to decide how you want to react to whatever is ending in your life. Everybody's going to have something different ending, maybe a relationship or a job or a belief system. There are so many times that we experience endings in our life. So it's going to be different for everybody, but the opportunity is the response. How do you want to be reborn? Your hopes and concerns right now is the Page of Coins. I just ate lunch and I feel like I have the hiccups. This seems like it's a new beginning. Whomever is relating to the Phoenix is, I think, in between the death and rebirth. It's that pause in between. And I believe whomever this is resonating with has a vision of how they want to be reborn, but maybe feels as if that dream, that vision is too unrealistic from who they were before the death, and worried about progress being too slow. The truth is, I mean, it's not, I don't know why I know this because I don't go running, but that saying, like, however slow you go, you're still faster than the person on the couch, as like a fitness encouragement. I say, that's the sentiment that I would like to express, is that no matter how slow you are moving forward, you're still moving forward. But it is still, I mean, I know and recognize and see that it is a bit of a fear right now. Maybe a little bit of like comparisonitis, seeing other people further along in their journeys. And, you know, comparing yourself to them, comparing your chapter 1 to somebody's last chapter. Your higher purpose in the world, the High Priestess. I think of this here in reference to the entire reading of like how artists of all kinds, writers, singers, painters, potters, they go within and they find these hidden truths, these complexities, and then they bring them out and share them with the world. And that's part of the role too of myth and story, is it gives us a way to share esoteric knowledge in a way that's, what's the word, digestible by more people. That does seem to be what the cards are saying, is that it is your purpose to go into that death cycle and then to come back out and share your hidden truths that you find in that death cycle with the world. Guidance for the near future is King of Swords. Share your truth. Share your truth. What is your truth? Do you know what your truth is? That's the first step. Okay, let's see if we can get some clarifications on the table here. Why is the Six of Wands here for our Pheonix? Why is the Six of Wands here for our Pheonix? I don't know. I'm used to, since doing these YouTube readings, doing astrology signs. So doing a reading for a Pheonix it's fun, but I'm finding my tongue getting a little bit tied. Okay, we have the Chariot and Knight of Swords. Five of Cups at the bottom of the deck. The Chariot could represent the motivations of your heart. The deepest motivations contained within your heart and the truths found within. And the Five of Cups here, I think, is showing that there's a reason that this is a gift that you offer the world. It's not easy. It's not easy to go into these feelings, these darker, denser, more painful feelings, to willingly go there and spend enough time there to find the hidden knowledge and the gifts. That's not easy. I think I speak as an artist. I think it's really easy to devalue this work of sharing inner truths. But it takes devotion to find your true heart, to find your true truth, and to share it. So sometimes the things that come easiest to us, aka our gifts, are the things that it's easiest for us to take for granted and to thus devalue. Ways that you can support your gifts. We have the Nine of Cups here. Why is the Nine of Cups here? Why is the Nine of Cups here? Ways you can support your gifts. How can the Pheonix support their gifts? Why is the Nine of Cups here? Nine of Cups is clarified by the Nine of Cups and by the King of Pentacles. with the Hermit at the bottom of the deck. So, Nine of Cups again, being grateful for everything that you've done, even as you continue a cycle of growth. If your gift is to go deep within and to bring those secrets out, your growth, it never ends. And so it's really important to take pride in what you've done, where you've come from, and where you are. Build your foundation, something stable, on gratitude for everything that you've done. Build a foundation of gratitude. And then, of course, not surprising, spend time in contemplation. That's where you're going to find your heart and your truth. So, certainly not surprised to see the Hermit showing up. People who surround you, the Lovers. Why is the Lovers here? Why is the Lovers here? For the Phoenix. The Phoenix, the Phoenixes. Phoenixes. What's the plural of Phoenix? Okay, we get the Sun. So you've got a really good network. Two of Wands, and then Strength at the bottom. So you have people around you who love you, who you are kindred spirits with. They fill you with energy. They help you tap into your inner strength. And they're helping you figure out where you want to go. What is the opportunity of the moment? How do you want to be reborn? The people surrounding you are helping you with that. That's really beautiful to see, because I know that this is going to be really painful, so painful. But to know that you have a network of people to lean on, I would say that would tie into ways you can support your gifts too. Gratitude for your community. Okay, ways others encourage and support you is the Ten of Cups. Why is the Ten of Cups here for Phoenixes? Ten of Wands. Eight of Wands. And Two of Cups. One thing that I see time and time again is not just within the spiritual community, but kind of any community where your stories, like personal stories, become advice for others. Others begin to put that person on a pedestal, and then sometimes that person, just because everyone else is doing that, puts them on the pedestal too. This is all speaking to partnership. Only one person can fit on a pedestal, so if you're up there by yourself and instead of sharing, you start preaching, you're not going to have anyone to help share your burdens with you. Ten of Cups is about being with others. Can't be with others if you're above them, either because you've placed yourself there or they have. And Eight of Wands, a card of communication. Good communication that brings forth the truths within us. means that we have to be on the same playing field. Like, we have to respect. So ways others encourage and support you, they can help you carry the burdens of life. They can offer wisdom through communication in whatever way that happens for you. They can offer a place of harmony within the community when the burdens become heavy. And partnership, how can you partner with others? In what ways? There's lots of ways to partner with others. For some reason, I'm thinking of the Beach Boys. This is like an anecdote that I heard a long time ago, so I don't know how accurate it is, but one of the Beach Boys was the writer and feeler, and another of the Beach Boys was the doer and experiencer. And that's how they managed their partnership. Each playing to their strengths. How ways others can encourage and support you. Allowing everyone around you to share their strengths, their gifts. Opportunities of the moment, 10 of Swords. Just to go back to this, when I was initially reading the 10 of Cups, I said this is a feedback loop. A circle, so like King Arthur's circle, everyone is equal, and the second that round table becomes rectangular, you lose the feedback loop. 10 of Swords. Why is the 10 of Swords here? Why is the 10 of Swords the opportunity of the moment? Nine of Pentacles, so you can rebuild yourself from a place of independence, financial security. And then we also have Four of Pentacles showing up, which can be hanging on, but it can also be about really focusing on building your worldly success. And that does tie into the Six of Wands, which is about like a public victory, public success, recognition. I think this is just saying like you can be reborn stronger and more successful than before. And then just like there was in the ways others can encourage and support you, I think it's just like a hint of a warning. Nine of Pentacles can be that kind of financial independence can become what's the word? I don't know. Unhealthy. I can't think of the word that I want, but it can become a little bit unhealthy if you start to focus too much on the Pentacles and ignore everything else. And then Six of Wands showing up at the bottom of the deck again. Like I said, Four of Pentacles tied to Six of Wands, and there we have it showing up. And here on this Six of Wands, we do have the butterfly, which is another symbol of transformation, similar to the Pheonix. Opportunity of the moment is to recreate your life how you want, as opposed to how it's always been. Your hopes and concerns of the moment is the Page of Coins. So there could be a little bit of doubt. Like maybe you are already on the path of repainting your life in this new way, and it's taking longer than you thought. And so you're wondering, if you've made the right choice. We get 6 of Cups and Queen of Wands and Queen of Swords underneath. A little bit of fear that following your passions and your truth, might, you don't know, is it going to strengthen your connections or sever them? All of these people that are around you, this beautiful energy around you, will they support transformation? And that's a legitimate fear, because sometimes when we grow, we lose people who don't grow along with us, or who are uncomfortable with who we are becoming. But at the end of the day, you're the one who has to live with yourself. And so you have to follow your own truth, and it can't be based on fear. It can be based on fear. But you'll be happier if you don't base it on fear. Next up, we have the High Priestess, representing your higher purpose in the world, finding hidden knowledge, building and trusting your intuition. Again, I think that's something that can be very easily devalued, but it's so very important. 9 of Wands, being resilient. 10 of Pentacles. And Death. The Pheonix goes through this cycle many times. Your higher purpose in the world is to transform many times. And to keep pushing through despite your fears. And that's the way that you build your legacy. Whew. Phoenixes, whomever this is resonating with, you have chosen a beautiful but difficult path. Beautiful but difficult. Okay. And the last card, guidance for the near future, we have King of Swords, finding and living your truth. Why is the King of Swords here? Temperance, balance, the Star, Knight of Pentacles, slow and steady. That's in your fears, that are you moving too slow? The guidance is no, you're not. King of Swords is very much truth focused, can start to be very blunt and analytical. And I think the Temperance card here is to remind you that you need balance, that you cannot be ruled by logic alone. I mean, your higher purpose in the world is intuition, and that's the kind of logic that is not valued in our world by most people. And so it could be very easy to take this and transform it into a more capitalistic King of Swords or patriarchal King of Swords. And so you're going to have to remember your purpose, your North Star. Like I said, a beautiful path, but a difficult one. Okay, let's see. What do I want to end this with? I'm going to end it with the True Love Oracle. This is by Belinda Grace. I'm hesitant to end it with this because the descriptions can be quite long, but let's see what we can get. Can I get one final card for the Phoenixes? One final card for the Phoenixes. Maturity. Card 23. I'm so glad they don't use Roman numerals. An emotionally mature person knows that they are responsible for their own happiness. The universe wants you to experience real love, happiness, and security, not the false versions that evaporate the minute you're on your own. Let inner guidance show you where you can love, acknowledge, and support yourself more. So that's an interesting way to end this reading. I'd love to know your thoughts, and if you've watched other readings of mine, I'd love to know how you feel about this Goddess Circle reading. In any case, there's 2 more general readings coming this week, and then in April we'll be back to the normal rotation. So you can check out your past signs, check out the videos coming up this week, and then I'll see you for normal scheduling in April.